please. What we at? Sunday morning here. Let's see how many people jump on the live first thing in the morning on Sunday. What's up, Mahal? How you doing, brother? What's up, JMed MJ? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. As you guys can see, I'm clearly in a different location today, right? In my bathroom here, because today I'm gonna be styling my hair, right? It's 9:38 in the morning here on the East Coast, and I'm gonna be styling my hair live, obviously, using my brand new product, Organiclay by Kouras, right? Just so you guys can see, this is what I'm gonna be doing today on the live. And yeah, I'll give it a couple seconds. Hopefully, we see more people join in. I don't want people to miss out on like how I'm going about it, because I have a very particular way of styling my hair. And I think a lot of people can take notes, because I feel like most people nowadays, or maybe not most people, but I think a lot of people just don't really understand how to style your hair correctly. Like you'll see them take out product and then just kind of like throw it on. But there's a method to it. There's a good method to styling your hair, and I think I've been in the hair game for over 16 years. I think I can do a pretty good job of teaching you guys how to style your hair a good way, right? It might not be for everybody, but the way that I like to do it for myself, which has it works for me. So I've got the product here. I actually have 2 jars actually. One jar is one that I use for like photos. The other jar I actually use for actually styling. So let me see which one's which. Yeah, so this is the one that I actually use for styling, because there's a lot more taken out and it doesn't look as pretty, I guess, because I scoop it out of one section only. So I'll use that one for styling, and then this one here is going to be, yeah, this is the one that I use for like the photos. As you can see, it looks a lot more pretty, and it's just like one small little scoop. And notice how also, when I was creating the product itself, I wanted the actual product to match the same color as the label. So notice how the label and the color of the actual product are the same exact color. So it's like really, this is just one small thing that I did to make it, stand out, to make the product stand out. Nicole, good morning. Happy Sunday. Can you describe the smell? Yes, so what I use is rosemary essential oil. So there's no parfum, there's no fragrances, there's no endocrine disrupting fragrances inside my product, right? So I use rosemary essential oil. And as we all know, rosemary is a very calming, soothing scent, right? It's a nice soft aroma, but it's not just, I didn't just use rosemary essential oil for the aroma. There's actually so many hair benefits to rosemary essential oil, such as potential for hair growth. It slows down hair graying, it slows down hair loss, and promotes hair growth. I said that already. What else? There's a whole bunch. I have it on my website here. Here, let me just pull it up real quick. There's like so many amazing, and like my mind's not thinking because it's too early in the morning. So if I go to my website here, and just scroll down right here, I have all 6 ingredients listed. So again, the website is literally just the name of my brand, Kouras, KOVRAS, right? And so rosemary oil, if we just zoom in a little bit, rosemary oil boosts circulation to the scalp, creating fuller, thicker hair. It's an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It's linked in a 2015 study, linked to slowing hair loss and slowing hair graying, and shown to be as effective as minoxidil in promoting hair growth. So not only, I'll set this aside for now, but not only do I use the rosemary oil for the really calming like aroma, that it's like a very soothing, relaxing aroma, I also use it because it's incredibly good for your hair. I mean, name a product that actually aids in hair growth slowing down hair loss and slowing down the hair graying process. Right? Like I'm about to be 30 years old pretty soon, and I've been seeing a lot of gray hairs coming in over the past few years, but ever since I started using my product, the grays have been like, you know, like they're still like kind of there, but it's like not really like going on. Like like the gray hairs usually come in this area here, and then a few by the top part of my scalp right here by my forehead, and I don't really see them as much anymore, right? So it's like it's really cool how, you know, I'm trying to create something that's actually beneficial for your hair overall, and there's only 6 ingredients inside the product. So yeah, and my hair is shinier too. Yeah, I mean my hair looks way more healthy, and the color of my hair just looks better. And there's nothing in my hair right now. Like my hair is literally, there's nothing here. I showered last night. I used my shampoo, you know, because yesterday I was working all day doing some stuff outside. So, you know, I needed to get dirt out of my hair. So yeah, it's great. Honestly, highly recommend. So, but without any further ado, let me go in and start to show you guys how I actually style my hair with the product here. So, real quick, Organiclay is a high hold matte finish product. It is inside an amber glass jar with a black aluminum lid. All right. So black aluminum lid, amber glass jar. Right, you can see. Black aluminum lid, amber glass jar. So what was I about to say? Yeah. Okay. So when I style my hair, I actually do a 2 to 3 step process. So I've got pretty thick hair. All right. My hair is pretty thick. It's coarse. It's wavy. You know, it's not straight. It's not thin. And in terms of the length in the very front is just about, I'd say, yeah, like right at the eyebrows, give or take, right at the eyebrows. So maybe like 2 inches in length on top. And then, yeah, I need to cut my hair obviously this week, but that's another point. So there's nothing in my hair. I've got thick hair, kind of wavy, kind of coarse. And obviously it's like a dirty blonde brown color. Okay, so let's go in. Let's grab some product. Let's say open up the jar, put the lid down. And usually I'll even grab from the top part here to make it a little bit nicer, because I don't want to keep digging a deep hole here. So what I'll do is go in, I'll use this side first. So I'll go in, I'll grab about a pea-sized amount, so kind of like this. All right, so I'll start off with like a little pea-sized amount. Nothing too crazy. Just a little bit. Then I'll set down the jar. And then let me see if I can make sure it's on all the cameras here. I'll place it on the top part of my palm, and then I'll streak it down like this. And you'll notice how it's a little bit grainy, right? Because of the clay, the beeswax, arrowroot powder. It's kind of grainy when you pull it out. But look, the second you start emulsifying it into my hand here, instantly, within not even 5 seconds, it's already starting to smoothen out. The smell starts to become more vibrant, right? The smell starts to pop out more as well. Give it a little bit more emulsifying in your hand. And then there you go. You got yourself a beautiful looking cream, which smells like rosemary essential oil, which is fantastic. Let me just show each of the cameras here. All right, so we're good. And then I get both of my hands in, right? Good to go. No clumps. Make sure there's no clumps in your hand. Good to go, right? And then what I like to do is smack my hair around. So I go crazy. I just slap my hair around and make sure that it hits literally deep into the roots. I go from the left to the right, to the back, to the front, the whole shebang. And I do the sides and the back of my head as well, because you don't just want to put product on the top of your hair. You want to make sure you put product on these sides and back. Typically, I do that toward the end to clean up my hands a little bit, to make it easier to wash out with soap and water. So let's go ahead and let's get this product in everywhere, right? Sides, back, the whole shebang. All right, instantly, we're starting to see the volume take place, right? And that was just with one small amount. Right, left to right, right, get it down through each root, right, front to back. All right, now we can go in. You can see the color starting to change a little bit. It's got a little bit more of a vibrant, natural matte finish. Hands feel good. Let's go in for another little pea-sized amount here. You guys can all see that, right? Okay. Go in for another little pea-sized amount. Cool. Same thing as before. Oh, the lighting just got wonky. Same thing as before, little pea-sized amount, nothing crazy. And we're gonna go ahead and do it again. And it's gonna be the same exact thing. Start from the top, drag it down. All right, drag it down, drag it down. This is what you're gonna be left with. Couple long streaks. And then we can start using just my index finger, mixing it all together, emulsifying it nice. Nice and nice lemon ice. Nice and nice lemon ice. All right. So then you're left with this. Let me get the little spot right here. Then you're left with a little cream. Pretty simple, right? Nice and creamy. Let's get it through both hands here. And now for the second part of me styling, I like to actually push my hair in the opposite direction that I'm going for the style. So usually I like to lift my hair up and over in this direction, but when I'm styling it, I like to kind of confuse my hair a little bit and push it in the opposite direction, which actually helps me get more volume when I do it the third time. So let's go ahead and start to push my hair in the opposite direction here. Let's get the top part. Let's keep pushing it over like this. Yup. Keep that going like that. And even that alone could be like a finished look if you're going for like a slightly flowy, messy looking little fringe here. But even that alone could be like your desired finished look, right? I mean, I'm not trying to go for this direction today. I want to go for this direction, but already, you know, that's what you're looking for, right? Something simple. And that was not even within like 10 seconds. So this is, and you know, you have to make sure as well you get it on the sides of your head too. Make sure you get the back of your head as well. You know, don't be skimpy with the product. There's plenty of product inside the jar. So there's plenty of product, so don't be skimpy. Remember, it's really good for your hair, so make sure you get it all throughout your head. The sides, the back, everywhere. So already you guys can see it's got a nice hold, and I'm not even finished. Obviously, with the product, and I have it written here in the directions on the label, use more product as needed for extra hold. So the more product you use, the higher the hold is going to be. So just keep that in mind as well, because this is a high hold matte finish product. The more product you use, the higher the hold. So you basically, you know, it's cool because you can play around with it, right? If you want a lesser hold, just use less product. You want a much stronger hold, like let's say you're going to a wedding or there's like a big event, big occasion, and you want to make sure your hair is staying in place all day long, this is a fantastic way to do it. Just add a little bit more product than you normally would, and that'll guarantee you the hold for basically the entire, I mean, regardless, it'll last the entire day, but it'll be like super firm the way you want it, you know, so it doesn't move around. But, you know, if I shake my head, it's looking pretty good, right? I mean, that was just 2 little go-arounds, and my hair is looking solid. And again, my hair is like, you know, 2 inches, give or take, on top. So now what I'll do is go in and grab another pea-sized amount, and let's see what happens when I flip it over to the other side, which is the side that I usually like to style it with. I got all these hairs like flying in my face. There we go. All right, now let's go in and let's break up this little middle piece right here. So let's go in, let's grab this piece right here. Let's even that out so that it doesn't look as ugly. All right, so now it looks a little bit better. So we got one more little pea-sized amount. Let me just organize it so that it's all on one finger so you guys can see. There we go, right there. Let's get the hair down. Let me just ball it together so you guys get a better image. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of pea-sized amount right here. Nothing too severe. Obviously, you can use more if you want to. Okay, a little pea-sized amount. Now we can go in, do the same exact thing, pull and drag. Start on the top part of your palm by, this part here, and just drag it down. And that's what you're left with, right? A little grainy, right? A little confusing. It's like, how am I supposed to style my hair with that? All right, well, you got to emulsify it. So the second you start mixing it around, look at that, it turns into a cream. Let me get that out of there. Right, it turns into a cream within less than 10 seconds, and then you're good to go. And not only that, but this is where the smell starts to really come out. The smell really comes out the second you start emulsifying it and breaking down those grainy clumps that come in. Usually when I make the product, it doesn't come out grainy, like once I pour it and all that, and once it dries. But usually after a week, the graininess will start to come in, which is fine. There's obviously, it doesn't affect the product at all. It just, you have to emulsify it. So just obviously keep that in mind. It's not a pomade, it's a clay. So you have to do a little bit of emulsifying for a couple seconds here. So now let me just go in, get it on my hands here, both hands. Cool, nothing. Oh, one little spot there. Anything else? Did I miss one? Nope. So here we are. There's no clay, no clumps, no nada in my hands. So now what I like to do is push it back down and over, got that nice texture, and then we flip up and over onto this side. All right, now look at that. Bing, bang, boom. Major volume. You see why I do it this way. You see why I like to style my hair like this. Like this technique is great if you want volume. Look at that. That's enormo volume. No blow dryer needed. Like, you guys didn't see me use a blow dryer. Like, crazy volume. So the product just works. And then I just like to work it through the front here and just push it down. Make sure that we got it even. Let's get the nice style going here. Fix the back part too. Fix the front. And then if you want, you can add a little bit more to the front if you'd like to, because some of my hairs are a little dumb and like to fall down. I think some of my hairs are a little too short, so they like fall down. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. All right, throw it on the sides. Fix this corner here. Fix this corner here. Let's fix that. Cool. I got one. I got a couple hairs here that are a little bit flumpy. There we go. All right. Cool. And there it is. Finished look. Finished look. And I can push this back here. Let's get the back. Don't forget, we get any residue that you have on your hands, make sure you put it on the sides. Make sure you put it on the back, right? You can also put it on your beard as well. Nicole asks, does it feel sticky? Um, I mean, a little bit, yeah, a little bit, because shea butter is naturally sticky, and then when you add beeswax to that as well, it does make it a little bit sticky. But again, that's kind of what kind of has to happen in order for your hair to actually stay in place. There needs to be something that holds it and like grasps onto each hair follicle, so it kind of has to be a little bit sticky. It doesn't feel like I'm dealing with glue, right? Like it'll come out the second I wash my hands. So it's not like I'm using glue or like, it's like feels nasty or weird in your hair or your hands. Like it feels perfectly fine, but it has to be some sort of sticky in order for it to actually work, right? But when I shower with shampoo, it comes out. When I wash my hands with soap and water, it comes out, right? It's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal. Eleazar, what is that for? Yeah, so well, I should wash my hands, but it's fine. This is actually my product. So I created this. It's a 2-in-1. So it's a hair healthy, nourishing treatment and a hair styler at the same exact time. And I only use 6 ingredients for the entire product. So literally just shea butter, arrowroot powder, beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary essential oil, and vitamin E oil. There's literally only 6 ingredients inside my product. And all of them are really high quality, really well sourced. Most of them, are pretty sure all of them are from single sourced. So it's not like olive oil that you get from the store where it's from Greece, Spain, Italy, Tunisia, and like all these different countries all mixed in one single bottle. Like each of my ingredients are all single sourced, like really high quality stuff, and it's really good for your hair. So you can check it out at KOVRAS.com. It's also linked below or in my bio, KOVRAS.com, to learn more, to check out my website, and see if you want to get yourself a jar. So yeah, it's a hairstyling product, but made with like extremely extremely well crafted ingredients. And I've been literally working on this all year. So literally since the beginning of the year, I've been working on this. But yeah, this is it. So let me fix the little back part right there, give you a little 360 look. And before I even do that, one thing about my product is that because it's a natural product, and this is what I want people to understand about the product, because the ingredients are all natural inside here, the second you start emulsifying it and like rubbing it in between your hands to get rid of the graininess and make it that cream, you increase the temperature of the ingredients. So you make it hotter. All right. So it goes from like room temp at, let's say, 75 degrees up to like 95 degrees. Now, after you wait like 1-2 hours for the product to cool down in your hair, you'll notice that the hold becomes even better. So the cool thing about this is it's like the product is alive, like the product has a heartbeat. So after you give it an hour, 2 hours, the product will actually be even better and easier to mold within your hair once you give it time to cool down from, let's say, 95 degrees down to like room temp at 75. So again, it's an all natural product, all natural ingredients. So it's not like your toxic products that you'll find on the market today where they're not really affected by temperature. This product is alive. It has a soul, it has a spirit, it has a heartbeat. So it adjusts with temperature when you mess around with it. So after you give it an hour to 2 hours, right, it's already working perfectly fine, but this is why it lasts all day and gives you a really nice hold. It just works, and it just, you give it a little bit more time and it'll cool the temperature of the product, of the ingredients, and then it'll just be a lot easier throughout the day to manage. So if it works from the get-go, it works even better as the day goes on, which is really cool. Yeah, so I have all the product in my hair, in my head. Let's go ahead and fix that a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, let me do the 360 so you guys can see. So you guys saw it here first. This is it. Here's the front view, and you guys know I love my 360s. So let me just make sure every camera gets it. Here's the left side, all right? Left side here. And then we got the back side here. I'll do a little rotate guide just so you guys can see. And I'm keeping my hands up so you know that I'm not wiping my hands on anything, because I want to wash them with soap and water for you guys to see. And then let me move a little bit closer here. Right side, right side here. Do a little bit of a rotating guide so you can get a better look. And I don't have another mirror, so I can't really see if it's messed up in the back. So I have to what's it called? Hope that it looks fine. And then here we go, back at the front. So that's it, and you guys can see the amount of volume. This is also, you know, the 3-step that I use to style my hair is part of the reason why I get so much volume and I don't need a blow dryer, right? Like, you guys didn't see a blow dryer in the mix at all, so there's no blow dryer, there's no anything crazy. So, you know, it just is what it is, you know. I don't know, like, I'm not the greatest salesman, as you guys can clearly tell, I'm not the greatest salesman, but the product just works, right? And I guess doing little hair tutorial like this on live definitely helps prove my point, you know, and it would be great to have other people start to make videos like this for me as well, which could help me, you know, help out with the, you know, selling something that's actually good, right? And so you guys don't have to keep buying toxic products on the market. Like, I don't have to buy another toxic product ever again for the rest of my life because I have this product here. And so I'm going to be making more in the future, different holds, different types of things like that. But I want this one to actually like be like the one that pushes the name Kouras out and makes me, you know, some type of name in the industry, because big hair has been in the game for too long and we need to get big hair out of here. big hair gots to go. big hair's gots to go. So yeah, there it is. This is the style, you guys. This is the look, this is the style. So you guys saw how easy it was. It was effortless. You know, your hair should be relatively good length, right around 1.5 inches. I mean, it really depends what style you're going for too, but I'd say 1.5 to 3 inches on the top is a very good length if you want to do something like this. Otherwise, like a 1-inch hair, if you want to do like a textured fringe, like a textured crew cut, like I did that in 1 or 2 self haircuts ago. I did like a textured crew cut and it looked really cool. It worked great with Organiclay. The product worked really well with it. So yeah, no, it's great, honestly. Gregory, what's up, man? Yeah, I literally just saw you ordered. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Only problem is I can't turn back the clock 30 years. I know, man. I hear you. It is what it is, right? Dude, did you cut it yourself? Yeah, absolutely. I cut my own hair. Yeah, I mean, pretty much what I do on social media is I teach people how to save time and money by cutting their own hair. Usually you can save between $1,000 and $3,000 a year, every single year, for the rest of your life by just knowing how to cut your own hair. So you don't have to go to the barbershop and pay $40, $50, $60, $70 plus tip, plus wait in the waiting room and all that jazz. So, you know, this is what I do on YouTube. But yeah, Greg, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And then what's it called? Nicole donated $99, and I don't know what currency that is, but thank you so much. I appreciate that, Nicole. What currency is that? It's like a P with a little line through it. Thank you so much. She says, great finish. Thank you for sharing, Alex. Of course. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate that. What's it called? I can use your product, but I'll never look as good as you. Stop, man. You're flattering. That's funny. Michael on Instagram says, muy buenos tus cortes. Mucho gusto. Gracias, Michael. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. He said, you know, my hair looks nice. Thank you. Austin says, hi, what's going on, Austin? How you doing, man? Yeah, and also I'm on TikTok as well right here. I have the product linked in the TikTok shop. If anybody wants to order on TikTok shop, you can. I don't really know how TikTok shop works too well just yet. I'm still kind of figuring out the ropes, but it is linked to my Shopify account. Everything is there with TikTok shop. So if you're on TikTok, you can order directly through TikTok as well. I should have it linked on the live as well. So I'm still trying to learn and figure all this stuff out as I go, right? I'm a one-man team for now. Eleazar asks, is it good for stop losing hair? Yeah, so the rosemary here, you know what? Let me answer your question the second I finish cleaning my hands, right? Like, all right, ready? I'll even show you guys real quick. I'll answer your question after I finish cleaning my hands so I can grab my iPad real quick. So let me just grab some soap and water here. All right, ready? Here's my bar of soap. Let me just wet one of my hands, right? We got the wet hand. Little bar of soap. Right? Bar of soap. Got the water. Let's put that down. I'm trying to, just so you guys can see that I got water on me. All right. Let me just go here, scrub a dub for a couple seconds here. Make sure you get in between the fingers like that. Because of course product went inside there when you were raking it through your hair. And now I'm just washing it out. Getting all these hairs out of my sink because your boy's losing hair too. But you know, that's natural to lose a little bit of hair. Okay, and then I grab a little hand towel, dry it up, and that's it. Nice and clean. No sticky residue. Feels perfectly normal. Feels like I just washed my hands with some soap and water. Right? It feels exactly how normal soap and water feels when you wash your hand. Right? I got a little on my forearm here. Yeah, so your question. Gregory, see you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I appreciate the order. Yeah, that's so funny. Nice, man. Is it good to stop losing hair? Yeah, so real quick, let me pull up my website here so you guys can see. So if you actually go to KOVRAS.com, so if you just go on KOVRAS.com, you'll actually get into this website, which is my website here. All right, this is the top of the page right here. When you scroll down to this section here, right, my whole goal is to be as transparent as humanly possible with my product, right? So this product, I want to be as extremely transparent as I can, and this is just one added way for me to do that, right? Like there's nothing to hide. Clearly, I just styled my hair live on stream, so you guys can clearly see that the product works and it does what it says it does. So if you actually go here, right, shea butter, arrowroot powder, let me make sure it's on both, beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary essential oil, and vitamin E oil. If you go to the rosemary oil right here, if you read the ingredients for rosemary oil, your question was, is it good to stop losing hair? So, rosemary oil boosts circulation to the scalp, creating fuller, thicker hair. So if you want fuller and thicker hair, rosemary oil helps with that, and other ingredients also help with that as well. I mean, look at my hair, is super full, super volume, right? Rosemary essential oil is also an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Now this is the part where it answers your question. Rosemary oil has been linked to slowing hair loss and slowing the hair graying process. This was shown in a 2015 study, and it was rosemary oil was showed to be as effective as minoxidil in promoting hair growth. So yes, to answer your question, is it good to stop losing hair? It will help reduce the speed at which you lose hair, and it will also help promote hair growth. Right? The same way that minoxidil helps with hair growth, rosemary oil does that as well. But it's not the only ingredient that I have within my product that helps promote hair. Beeswax also, where is it? I know it says it here somewhere. Linked to supporting hair growth, beeswax. Shea butter, also linked to promoting hair growth. right? Which one? I think there was one more that helped promote hair growth. I think it was it vitamin E? Yes. Vitamin E oil linked to enhanced hair growth in humans. So literally four of these 6 ingredients inside my product are linked to promoting hair growth. So if you guys want to check this out, you can literally just go to my website, KOVRAS.com, to learn more about the actual product and the ingredients. And then literally just scroll down from the top and you'll see all the ingredients, all the hair benefits. And I also, because I'm, again, trying to be super transparent, I put the research articles underneath. So if you look in gold there at the bottom, it has the PubMed link for each of the 6 ingredients. So again, if you want to, you can check it out. All of the details are right there on my website. Just go to Kouras, KOVRAS.com to learn more about the actual product, the ingredients, and we're in stock as well. So if you would like to make an order, we can definitely get it shipped out by hopefully today. I don't know, is the post office open today? Probably we can get it shipped out today. Yeah, so that's it. And this is the style here, you guys. This is the look. This is how I'm gonna rock it for the rest of the day. Right? Nice and simple, pretty easy. It works. There's only 6 ingredients. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. The product just works. So I'll answer your questions now. So whoever has any questions, feel free to ask them, and I'll do my best to get to them. And I know there's a bunch on YouTube here that I missed. I gotta scroll to the top here. Yeah, I couldn't see much compared to your self-haircut video a couple years ago. Yes. Good question. Looks good. Must buy one. Yeah, man. LF for sure. Highly recommend it, man. Highly recommend you give it a shot. It's already holding so well. Yep. Will this clay work well for those who rock buzz cuts like me? What do you mean by that question? Because what usually, the product is a high hold product. And so what it's kind of meant for is people that have longer hair. So if you have a buzz cut, I mean, the ingredients are fantastic. Believe me, you will get really nourishing hair treatment from the product. But that's also part of the reason why I also wanted to make a more medium and a low hold product, so that you still get immense amount of hair benefits I'm going to use the same ingredients as well because this product is so good. But I also want to decrease the beeswax so that it doesn't have as powerful of a hold for people like yourself who rock the buzz cut all the time. So if you want something that's going to be more nourishing and good for your hair, healthy for your hair, and is more focused on the hair benefits, I can decrease the beeswax and also just make it more of a low hold product, kind of like a balm or a cream. And that would honestly be perfect for people like yourself who rock the buzz cut. Now, again, I guess it depends how long your buzz cut is, right? Is it like, do you use a number 1 guard, or are you using like a number 8 guard? Because then it's like, what type of style, then we get into the realm of like, what style are you working with, right? What are you trying to accomplish with your look? Because an inch of hair and this much hair, there's a big difference. So hopefully that helps as well. Yeah, if you're losing hair, this product will definitely help. It slows down the hair graying process. So you start to see over time, again, it's kind of like when you go to the gym when you're working out. Over time, when you work out, you get stronger and stronger and stronger, and your body starts to change and change and change over 5 months, 10 months, a year, 2 years. You'll start to see changes, right? So it's the same thing with a hairstyling product like this that's made with all natural hair healthy ingredients. The more you use it, the more the health benefits are going to start to actually take a more role or like take shape in your actual hair and start to promote the actual benefits that they're, you'll start to see them over time. Same thing with like lifting weights and working out. So good questions. Did I cut my hair myself? Yes, I did. I'm a self hair cutter, so I cut my own hair. He said, I bought some of your goop. Gregory, that's funny, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I saw the order come in on my phone here, so I appreciate that. Um, I can use your product but never looks good. What if you are not looking for a hold but just for its health benefits? How much do you put? Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can just, but think about it like this. Yeah, it's tough because I want to create the low hold one as well, because that's something that I would use a lot too, because sometimes I just don't want to style my hair. And plus I do like buzz cuts myself, right? I just haven't done it in a while because I've been creating a high hold product. Maybe I'll run a poll on Instagram today, and even on YouTube, I'll run a poll to see if you guys would be interested in a more low hold version of the same exact ingredients. I'll just create a low hold version so you can still get the hair benefits without having to use, I guess, as much product in order to get a higher hold, if that makes sense, right? Because, if you have a buzz cut, you don't really have much hair, but it'll really, when you have the product, it'll get deeper into your scalp and at the more of the roots of your hair. So you can just use more product and it'll just, really do a nice treatment for your hair as well and give you a low hold at the same time. So I'll probably do some sort of poll on Instagram and YouTube and then just see what you guys think. What if you are not looking for a hold, but okay, I just answered that. Thank you for your answer. You answered it. It's good for your hair health. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For this product, if you wanted to style your hair with this and you have a buzz cut, you probably just use a tiny amount. Otherwise, yeah, you'd get a really, a really strong hold for a buzz cut. Okay, let's see where we at here. It goes from a number 1 to a number 3 throughout the year. Yeah, I think a more low hold would be more beneficial for someone with your hair length. Yeah, for sure. Go cool. How can I avoid dandruff? Good question, brother. Yeah, so for those of you that do or don't know, over the past, literally on September 26th of this year, in 3 weeks, it'll be exactly 2 years since I started my health and fitness journey of going from 18% body fat down to below 10% body fat. So now I'm 140 pounds, I'm 5'8", I'm the strongest and most fit that I've ever been in my entire life. And part of the reason why, aside from just wanting to have a six pack and to be fit again, I also did it because I needed to change my eating habits. And I had massive dandruff and massive red scaly flakes all throughout my head. As you guys can see from my earlier self haircut videos from 2020, if you just look at me cutting the length on top, the amount of dandruff that was in my hair is insane. So what I did to fix that was I changed my diet. And when it comes to your diet, you want to make sure you avoid 2 of 3 things. You want to avoid processed sugars at all costs. Sodas, Dunkin' Donuts, iced teas, Red Bulls, Monsters, anything like cakes, pastries, candy, anything that has added or processed sugars, that's got to get thrown in the trash right now. The second thing, yeast. Yeast. Any product or any food that has yeast in it, that needs to get thrown in the garbage today as well. Most of it will be from grains, modern day store-bought breads, pastas, grains, rice even. I also don't like potatoes because potatoes are yeasty as well. I don't eat any of that. So get rid of added and processed sugars, yeast out of your diet. Wine also has yeast. I drink wine every so often, but if you're a big wine drinker, slow down on the wine because of all that yeast is going to destroy and eat up all the sebaceous oil that comes out of your scalp. And then finally, seed oils like vegetable oil, peanut oil, soybean oil, any type of seed oil. If you can get that out of your diet, I promise you, get those 3 things out of your diet, your skin's going to look so much better. You're going to get less pimples. Your skin's just going to be a lot more smooth, healthy, right? My skin looks fantastic, and I don't use facial creams or like whatever moisturizing products are out here. Like sometimes I use my CeraVe like salicylic acid lotion, but I use this mainly when I have like really like flaky dry skin. So I use this more so for dry skin, not so much for like, you know, dandruff or anything else. This is more so just for, because I've got really dry skin. So I use that sometimes, not really that much, maybe like a couple times a month. But yeah, if you want to avoid dandruff, if you want to get rid of like 90% of your dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis, you've got to change your gut health. I also eat a lot of kefir, which is high in probiotics, a lot of Greek yogurt, fermented foods, sourdough bread would be good. I make my own pizza, which is with 100% einkorn flour, which is literally the most ancient grain, and it's imported from Italy. You can get it off Amazon. I get like the 10-pound bag for 45 bucks. Make my own pizza. I literally eat pizza every single day. Every single day. So yeah, if you want to get your scalp health in check, stop eating sugar, right? Fruit is perfectly fine. Honey, perfectly fine. Milk and dairy products, perfectly fine as long as they're high quality, right? If it's grass-fed, preferably, that'd be even better, right? But that if you struggle with dandruff problems or seborrheic dermatitis, your goal should be eating better. Eat better quality foods to control your gut health. Your gut health is what you really need to focus on. Let's see. I think I had some other questions here. Bring back the buzz cut. At some point, we'll see. Low hold should debut soon. Yeah, I can definitely keep, I've already figured out like a good formula for one, but I gotta, hone it in a little bit, and that could take another like month or so. Gabriel, where can we buy this product? Yeah, so if you can, just go to KOVRAS.com, KOVRAS.com. Let me pull it up on the iPad so you can see exactly how to do it. Well, real quick. I don't want to show you guys my password over here. So you can just go to KOVRAS.com. This is the actual website right here, right? KOVRAS.com here. And then when you scroll, this is what you'll see. And then the actual product itself, you can just click on the button in the middle, and there we go. This is the product, all the little product images, everything is right here, right? I even have, again, more ways to show how amazing the product is by listing all the different ingredients in the photos as well. And then, of course, I have different photos of mine. This was that textured crew cut that I was talking to you guys about that I styled my hair with. Then I styled it with this one as well, which is kind of similar to what I have right now, only obviously an actual haircut, so it was nice. And then this is the product itself. Nice photo here. Oh, did that, there we go. This is what the product looks like. That's the jar, all that. So you guys get it. You can just go to my website, KOVRAS.com, to check it out, to get yourself a jar. So yeah, there it is. Okay, next question. What was your next question? Where can we buy this? Just answer that. What toppings and cheese do you use on your pizza? So I use my 100% organic einkorn flour. I do a 3-to-1 ratio of flour, three cups of flour and 1 cup of my reverse osmosis water. You can also use spring water. It's really good as well. And then I mix it up. I also put like rosemary inside my actual like flour, inside the dough. I put rosemary. So not only is rosemary inside my product, but I actually eat rosemary too every single day within my pizza. And I get like the little jar from Publix, and it's like crushed rosemary, and I just sprinkle it onto the dough, knead it up, make it look nice, and then I flatten it on my cast iron. And then I put like a organic Italian sauce that I get from Costco. I get the mozzarella cheese from Costco as well. And then I put like organic oregano. I sprinkle oregano on top of the pizza throw it inside the oven for at 450 for like 17, 18 minutes, and then that's it. That's the pizza. So yeah, I literally just do simple like bread, red sauce, mozzarella cheese, a little bit of oregano on top. Maybe if you want to throw in some salt and pepper on top, I don't know what you want to do, but that's also something that I like to do with my pizzas as well. But yeah, the pizza's fantastic. No sugar, no yeast. Fantastic for people that suffer with dandruff. And again, if you want, if you want abs, I eat pizza literally every single day. So clearly it works. Pizza can be a health food. You just have to know how to make it. Right? Pizza can be healthy. It's, the second you leave your home and go eat anywhere outside of your house, you're running the risk of eating seed oils, processed sugars, yeast, and all types of other toxic garbage that your body does not want. So that's why I make all of my food. I don't eat out because I can't. Right? I'll get sick if I eat out. All the food out there is garbage. So I get all my food from like Sam's Club and Costco and Publix. And like Whole Foods sometimes. But Whole Foods is pretty expensive. What about hair fall and seborrheic dermatitis? Yeah, I mean, when you fix your gut health, the seborrheic dermatitis tends to go away with it. Now, again, this isn't like a cure for everything, right? Like I still have a little bit of seborrheic dermatitis. You'll see a tiny bit in like my eyebrows, right in here. Sometimes I get it right here by my nose and my cheeks, right? A little bit by my hairline sometimes. In my beard as well, I'll get it on my neck as well. So it doesn't just disappear completely. This isn't a cure, but what it does do is it really does help alleviate the problem, and it gets rid of a large portion of the issue. So it helps a lot. Believe me, I looked way worse before. Way worse before I had started to take control over my food and start fixing my gut health. Let's see. I put raisins in my belly button for that's too much. How many times do you wash your hair? Yeah, so typically I only wash my hair, I'd say 2 to 3 times a week, but it really depends on if I style it or not. If I style my hair, I typically wash my hair whenever I style it. But some weeks I only style my hair once, maybe twice, and I only wash my hair once, maybe twice. So I typically don't do it I definitely don't shampoo every day. So I'd say maybe 2 times, 3 times a week max. No more than 3 times a week. Even though you have the longer hair, I haven't seen the #1 guard buzz cut look better on anyone else. It's like peak. Oh, look better on anyone. The one guard. The one guard is too short for me, in my opinion. At least for me. Because the second I start seeing my scalp, that's when I get like scared. I'm like, nah, I don't want that. When's your next buzz cut? I have no idea. But the second I no longer need help promoting Organiclay, and I create the low hold version of the same product with the same ingredients, because the ingredients are bar none incredible. Yeah, for sure. I'll get a buzz cut the second I have that product created as well, and it makes sense for me to shave it all off. You said short, but honestly, it suits you so well. Yeah, well, I think a number 3, number 2, number 3 probably looks a little bit better on me. But, to each their own. Saludos cordiales desde Colombia. What's up, Edinson? Appreciate you, man, all the way from Colombia. RD says hello. What's going on, man? I've been completely... Diaki Barber says, hi, what's going on, brother? How are you? Any questions? Carti says, hello, what's going on? I've been missing the Instagram over here. Austin says, hi, I think we're good there. Now, TikTok, did I miss anything on TikTok? All right, that might be it. We should be back. Good to go here. The 1.5 guard, the 1.5 lever open was more suitable. It's like right around the same, it's like right around the length where I don't see my scalp. My problem is I don't want to be somebody that has, you know, a full head of hair and then cut my hair and see my scalp, right? I don't want to see my scalp. So like the number 2 guard's probably more like ideal. Ishi asks, where are you originally from? Yeah, I mean, if you, RD, yeah, ask a question, brother. What's your question? I'll get to it in just a sec. Where are you originally from? Yeah, so my father is Greek and my mother is Portuguese. So I am half Greek, half Portuguese. Hence, you know, Kouras is the Greek of the name. Let's see. If you look at that one video from a couple years ago, you see comment after comment saying how much it suits you. Believe me, I see it. But let's also remember I have a girlfriend, so you know, if it doesn't appease her, then, and to be honest, if I don't like it that much and my girlfriend doesn't like it that much either, you know, what am I gonna do? You know, I would love to please everybody, but you can't please everybody at the same time, so it's tough. Let's see here. Very true. Happy wife, go for a happy life. No, it's happy king, happy kingdom. Bro, can you give a haircut to others? I mean, I've given many haircuts to many people. That's kind of how I learned how to start cutting my own hair. What does it say? Make a live of how to oil clippers and trimmer. Yeah, I have a video on YouTube as well. If you guys want to check that out. Where is it? Let me go find it. So I basically have a full video of how to take care and how to maintenance your clippers and trimmers. That's not it. Where is it? Alex Kouras. Clippers. Clipper cleaning. Yeah, so right here. This video here, if you just type in Alex Kouras, how to properly clean and care for your hair cutting clippers and trimmers, I basically go through the whole process of taking apart the blades and then re-oiling them and then screwing them back on. And then this is also how to clean up your hair after a self haircut. So, you know, there we go. Yeah, it's not that difficult to oil them, and if you can, I recommend using Andis Cool Care spray as well. Itchy leg. Yeah, cool. All right. But yeah, you guys, so pretty much, and we already had one order come in, which is great through the live. Fantastic. If you guys want to check it out, if you guys didn't know, I literally just styled my hair on the live stream just now, like maybe 30 minutes ago. I just finished styling my hair on the live. So you guys can get an idea of how the product works. And just, you know, I just want to do a little tutorial to show you guys how I style my hair using my brand new product, Organiclay, which is a 6-ingredient, 100% all natural, made with literally the best ingredients that I could find. And I tried my best to keep the ingredients list super low because you just don't need to have 20, 30, 40 ingredients like a lot of hair products have nowadays. So my goal is really with my brand Kouras is to create a company that is focused on hair healthy products while also maintaining an ingredient list that is relatively low, right? Because I want to be able to pronounce what's inside the product, and I also want to know what it is when I actually read it. It's like, okay, I know what that is. Like I've seen it before, right? This isn't polyethylene, hexene, like hexane, ethanol, like alcohol, like some crazy scientific word that's, you know, for a fact that it's toxic and made in a lab. So everything that I have in the jars are really good for your hair. If I can remember, The shea butter that I get is unrefined shea butter, which is the better type of the shea butter. So it's refined or unrefined. I get the unrefined because it's higher quality, right? I'm not stripping out the smell. I'm not stripping out the color to make a better product, right? And you strip out the vitamins and minerals from that, like the hair beneficial properties, by refining it. So I use the higher quality, unrefined version of shea butter that's sourced from Ghana. And then I also do, I think, which one is it? Yeah, my rosemary oil is imported from Spain. So I literally get it imported from Spain as well. And that's the scent of the actual product is rosemary essential oil. So it's rosemary essential oil is also, it's, what's the word that they use when it's like aromatherapy? Yeah, they use rosemary oil for aromatherapy. So it's actually super calming and really, really like just nice to smell. So if you ever feel like you're like stressed out and your nerves are kind of like all jittery, just grab some Organiclay, take a nice whiff, and then you'll feel a lot calmer. But that's funny. Yeah, Glow, if you want to get it and you're in India, you can just go on my website. Just go to KOVRAS.com and you can grab it. And I do ship to India as well. It's going to cost a little bit more because shipping, but you can definitely get it in India as well. Just go to my website right here, KOVRAS.com. W Kouras, let's go, my man. JS Capital Firm, where do I buy it? Yeah, so you can go to my website, KOVRAS.com, KOVRAS.com to check it out. It's literally just the name of my company. So it's my last name, my shortened last name with the V where the U is supposed to be, and that's the website. I already ordered 2 the other day. Did you really? My man, okay. I don't remember seeing that order come in. Maybe I missed it. What will it take for you to do the #1 guard close again this year? Is selling, you know what? Here's a fair response. Selling out of my stock to prove that, you know, there's demand for something that I've created that I know is better than everything else on the market. So selling out my stock so then I can focus on the actual low hold version, right? If I sell out, we can focus on the low hold version, and then it would make a lot more sense for me to buzz my hair and then, you know, use a more low hold version so the beeswax isn't as high, and we can focus on the other ingredients as well, rosemary oil, shea butter, kaolin clay, arrow powder, which is also great for nourishing your hair, right? And again, it'll give you the same benefits for your hair, but at a higher level and without the really high hold. So that's what you would need to do. Help me, if you want to become an affiliate, you can. Could you film about eyebrow modeling for men? Eyebrow modeling? I did an eyebrow like tutorial like a handful of years ago. There, let me grab that for you too. Let's see. Where's the eyebrow video that I did? Alex Kouras eyebrows. Yeah, so this video right here, if you just type in Alex Kouras eyebrows, I literally follow the same exact steps, like the same thing. I just use my little scissors that I have, and I just trim my eyebrows like that. Takes not even 2 minutes. So this is the video. Just type in Alex Kouras eyebrow and it'll show up men's eyebrow grooming tutorial 2020. So, you know, this was back when I was like first starting out on YouTube, and the videos were a little bit corny, but you know, you guys get what the gist is. My tutorials were still kind of, you know, new. I was figuring out the process of how to create, you know, fun, engaging, but tutorial videos at the same time. The link below, I think. Yeah. Oh, and the link is below. Why do I keep saying the link? The link is below. Hey Alex, thanks for your videos. Now I can cut my hair by myself. From Eric. My man, let's go. That's what's up, Eric. Congratulations, brother. Now you've joined the free Self Haircut for Life club, and you can cut your own hair for free for the rest of your life. How much stock do you have? I've got a handful of hundreds of jars. Handful of hundreds. So, this is, again, I just launched the product last week. So I know it's going to take some time for word to get out. I haven't really created much marketing content. The only thing that I've been really doing is jumping on live. So I've been doing live streams a lot, but I haven't really had the time recently to make actual good quality marketing videos, like storytelling videos, tutorial videos about the product and like how to style your hair certain ways and just educational content about it. So when that happens, I'm sure things will get better. I also have affiliates that I'm working with. I have barbers that I'm reaching out to become affiliates, and they're going to help me as well with marketing the product. So hopefully things work out and we can sell out the stock that I have. So doing my best here with the time that I have, right? I'm only a one-man team for now. Can you make a video for dry, frizzy, and less shiny hair? What exactly would you want what are you looking for? Make a video for dry hair, dry, frizzy, and less shiny hair. Yeah, what exactly are you looking for? Did anyone give you tips to start your website? No. Well, actually, yeah, there was one guy that I talked to a lot. He's one of my followers. Yeah, whenever I usually respond to everybody's DMs. So that's one thing about me that I think is a little bit different, is that I actually hold conversations in my DMs, unlike most people. Right, a lot of influencers, they're like, oh, I'm too cool, I'm too great to respond to my DMs. I literally respond to every single DM, 100, unless it's just a DM where it's hi or hello. I typically don't respond to those because it's hello what? Hi, what do you want? Do you have a question for me? What are you reaching out to me for just to say hello? Hello, I don't say something. But if you ask a question, or if you have something that, of something of value to bring to the conversation, I will absolutely hold the conversation. But yeah, I've got one of my followers, he's been helping me out a lot. He works for Shopify, and he's been giving me a lot of tips and ideas, which have been pretty helpful. So yeah. That's why you're the MVP for answering DMs. Yeah, man, I literally answer every single DM. If I go to my Instagram right now, there's probably no requests and no DMs that I haven't read. So I literally get through all of them. All right, cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do today, is just jump on and do a little styling sesh so you guys can see how I style my hair with my product Organiclay. Again, I literally just launched it last week, a week and a half ago on August 26th. So today's, early September. So about a week and a half ago, I launched the product. So if you guys want to check it out, you can just go to my website. Instagram, it's linked in my bio. TikTok, it's also linked in my bio. And it's also on the screen right now if you want to check it out. And then YouTube, it's linked in the description below of the video. So, or you can just go to my website directly, kouras.com, to check it out. Highly recommend you guys check it out. If you're someone that cares about your hair's health, if you want to slow down your hair loss, if you want to slow down the rate at which your hair is graying, because we're all getting old and the gray hairs come. If you want to slow down that rate at losing your hair and hair graying, highly recommend you check out my product, right? It also promotes, 4 ingredients promote hair growth as well. So it slows down the loss of hair, promotes the increase of hair, and there's just way more antibacterial, antioxidant, really awesome benefits for your hair that the product has. And it's also, unlike other people, this is a glass jar. So it's an amber glass jar, helps protect from the sunlight, which helps preserve the actual product inside the jar. So most people use plastic. I don't use plastic because I'm not a cheapskate, all right? I use high quality glass and an aluminum lid, right? This is an aluminum lid with a glass jar. So that's it. There we go. That's all I got for you guys today. So today's Sunday, 10:48 in the morning. You boys gotta go eat some lunch pretty soon because I fast. So that's it. No breakfast for me. I just do 2 meals a day. But yeah, appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to those that did make purchases on the live. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna go actually fulfill your order right now before the post office delivery guys come. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. God bless, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.